Hey everybody, Zach here at etrailer.com. Today we're taking a look at the RockyMounts MonoRail on our 2021 Toyota Tacoma. It's going to be a single bike platform style rack. What I like about it is it's going to be a wheel mount, but I feel like you're getting a lot of value out of the MonoRail. There's a lot of single bike racks out there, but this one tends to be the one that people kind of gravitate towards here in the shop. Anytime somebody wants to take a single bike out, this is what I see them going towards. The Kuat Transfer is another really solid option as well. But I like this one because of the capacity that we're getting. We're getting that 60-pound capacity, so it's going to work out great for a lot of e-bikes. If you're over that, you might want to consider something. You might have to move up to a 2-bike and look at something like the Yakima OnRamp, but 60 pounds is a really good capacity. We're going to have a max wheelbase of 48 inches. And then we're going to be able to work with up to 5 inches of tire width. So it's going to handle road and mountain bikes just fine. But if you do have that fat bike, this is a really good option for you as well. I really like that we're getting this handle back here. I don't have to pull pins and clips. In a single bike, that's not really a big issue if it's there. So it's just kind of a nice feature, being able to just tilt that back and hold on to it right there. We're not going to be able to gain full access into our tailgate there. We're going to make some contact, but you can just get the tonneau cover out of the way and reach most of that stuff. But I still can get most of my stuff out of there if necessary. I'm going to be able to tilt this back up, put itself back in place. Now with this monorail in particular, the one we have here, this one's been around in the shop for several years. It's been left on the back of cars through our Midwest winters. You can start seeing some signs of some rust, a little bit of corrosion, but overall, as much as this has been used, I think that it still looks really good. It still functions well. It's a little clunkier than it was right out of the box, but like I said, it's been used a ton. So I think that you're still going to get a lot of good use out of this one. I'm going to go ahead and take the bike off real quick. We're going to come back here to this wheel strap, get this out of the way. I really like all the touch points are blue. I think it's a nice little highlight that RockyMounts does. And then we just squeeze this little button on the other side here. It releases that up. You can ratchet that down to hold it in place. Get that out of the way. Get my bike down and out of the way. One thing with this one is you can add on to this. You can get the 1-bike add-on that RockyMounts offers. This also comes in a 2-bike version too, so if you do want the 2-bike, it's a really nice addition, but being able to add on is a really nice trick too. The Kuat Transfer also has that capacity. So what I like to do is rotate this up. This rocks back and forth to accommodate those different wheelbases. You can see that road bike groove there, and it gets wider for bigger tires. But I like to tilt that up and then just get this tucked behind there. It just makes this a little bit more compact on the back of the vehicle or in storage. This portion right here, the wheel chock, folds down. I like that it gives us that big backstop there. So that arm is pushing that pressure back in there. So they're really working together there. I think this is, it's a unique feature having that big of a back wheel chock there. So it folds down nicely. Get you some measurements real quick to show you how much this is adding onto the back of the vehicle. We're adding from the back of the bumper there about 21 inches. Ground clearance is pretty solid. Get that nice quick rise. We're at about 25 3/4 of an inch there. And then plenty of room back here. We're at about 10 inches from the bumper to the closest cradle there. So we'll get this tilted back up. And see, that's what I'm talking about. It's a little clunky now after the couple years of use. And we're adding about 15 inches from the bumper here to this outermost point there. And then ground clearance here is 19 3/4, and then sticking a little bit out here. Down there is about 16.5 inches. So pretty decent ground clearance there. That's a really steep angle if you're on it, if you're making any contact there, but just keep that in mind. This works with 1 1/4 and 2-inch hitches. So we've got that sleeve around it today to accommodate the 2-inch factory hitch on the TRD. But if you want to lend this out to somebody else that has 1 1/4 inch, you can pop that off and let them use that as well. It comes with a cable lock that's going to wrap around your bike and then go back into this post here. This lock is keyed alike with the lock that's down on our anti-rattle hitch pin there. So we're getting really solid connection there. Little tiny bit of movement right there. But overall, it's going to provide a really nice tight fit in the hitch there to keep that from moving around, keep our bike nice and secured, not moving around a whole bunch on the back of the vehicle. Overall, though, I think this is a really solid option. I like the ability to add on to it. The Kuat Transfer is really, really popular one bike. I think it's kind of a toss-up for me which one I prefer. I just think the traditional style rack looks better in my opinion. That Transfer is going to be kind of a small U style, but they're both going to be really good options for you. But I think you're going to be really happy with the monorail here either way. But that's going to do it for our look at the RockyMounts MonoRail on our 2021 Toyota Tacoma.